count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Luck. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 yours.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, flexing his muscle at the 30. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Herbert being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
90, Wolf.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 48, Mike, 48, Mike.
Check. Mike, 48. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off play action. Herbert forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Second and 5 now. Luck. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
High 7.
It's been a long day for you.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 14-3 ball game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big run by the big man Fournette. 56 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Rush in. Let's go, Mexico. Go ahead, baby. Go. 11. Hey, Mike, 52.
Back to throw. Love. Caught on a slant. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down. From the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, boys!
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check out! 1, 6, 3! Screen! Pass! Check 3! Check 3! 12!
On first down, Love. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Check 9!
Fournette running right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They're running it.
Now Luck on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
48. Echo.
On first and 10, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check. Yeah.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
44.
On third down, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Allen, the intended receiver. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Luck now to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Locke. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, Locke. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
A final shot before break. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Past the 20. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
3rd down, it's Armstead. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second and 14. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 50 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Operating from the gun. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
I'm ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. This is Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
on 2nd and 7. Luck throwing right, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Luck now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Luck. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20. Allen, the intended receiver. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That throw into the arms of Allen. They'll get 34 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
One man. 15, Mike. 15.
Protein spill. Get it together, defense.
Throwing on third down. Love. Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette, 34 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Herbert. Got him in. It's Brown.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Check. Lucky. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Get it.
On 1st down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Here we go. 10-2
59. Tackles.
Deep grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Ready.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on third down. Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On fourth down, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's go now. Henry, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Check pass, check pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.